Hello, this is Mike. NoStressMike.com. Um, now I want to share with you a defeat. Uh, like I said, I, I've, I'm into numerous businesses, and you have a different mentality when you're in business. When you don't have a steady paycheck, you look at things differently. And every once in a while, when you're in business, you make big mistakes, financial mistakes. And I just made one. And I'm in Omaha, Nebraska. And I came up here for Mind, Body, and Spirit Expo. And reading, like I say, my reading isn't all that great. But what I was able to figure out, this was supposed to be a big expo. And this is population about 600,000, I think, is in Omaha. And it was supposed to have been a big expo. Now, I will admit, the weather was really nice. At the hotels that I stay at, they tell me thank you because I'm from Oklahoma. I brought this nice weather up with me. So this was the best weekend, the first good weekend they've had this year in weather. So that's one reason why the expo was really slow, real slow. And it was more of a home expo. They had everything, probably a good over, maybe a half was in home stuff, filtering systems, remodeling your house, shower systems, showers that you can put in, stuff that you'd find at a home show. And then they had medical stuff. And labs and stuff like that was advertised or had booths. And so maybe a third or a fourth was real mind, body, spirit type stuff. I didn't see any card readers, and that's normally where you find them. And they had they had massage places, a lot of chiropractors, but that was really about it. They had maybe some oddball stuff like my stuff. Not too many of them. Maybe 3 of us that might be kind of odd. And so it didn't do good. I didn't do good at all. I got 4. I worked on 4. Well, I got paid for 4 people. And what I always do vendors free. And normally I do vendors before the show or after the show. Because during the show, I normally have people all around me. And it's hectic. And but this time, Saturday, nothing happened so much, and I think I did 3 Saturday and then 1 today, Sunday, and I say, but I did a lot. I don't know how many people I did. I did a lot, but they were vendors, and they were watching. Everybody that was around me watched, even though I only did 4. They watched what I was doing, and they listened, and man, they wanted to do it. And so when they finally figured out there wasn't no business, well, then everybody started coming over, and so I started doing all the vendors. But I lost money. I say, what did I make? Oh no, and also I charged 20. Normally I charge 50 when I do these shows, but I thought I'd try something different, so I charged 20. And so what I make? $80? And it was $250 to set up, and then all my expenses for coming up here. So I'm 7 hours from 7 or 8 hours from Tulsa, so it was not a good deal I did. And this is what I say: it's better when I'm invited to go someplace. This is a good example because nobody knew who I was or what I did, so I had to start from scratch, and they had to listen to and it's just really weird when they were watching my stuff, watching me work. And when the people get done, you could see when they got done and they were walking down the aisle, all the vendors were stopping them and saying, well, what happened? What did it do? Like that. So that's how I got all the business, after they figured out what I was doing. This is what I say: if there's somebody that can talk about me, introduce me to people when I come to a place, I do good. It doesn't matter if it's, like say, the hot spot or the Hoi Chi, the body work, or hot spot with three-man militia and the other skills that I use. And as long as there's somebody that knows me or knows of me, then it's a whole lot easier. I don't have to go one by one and convince people that I'm doing something. I hate convincing people. And it comes out just like this: I waste time and I waste money. And so this was not a good decision I made by coming up here. But I thought, since it was a mind, body, and spirit show, I knew it'd start off a little slow, but I knew it'd take off. And it did, but not with paying customers. Paying customers, there weren't enough of them. And it was kind of weird also. A lot of the people coming in, one thing I thought was odd, all the vendors were giving things away. And I thought that was kind of odd because we don't normally do that. They all had candy, advertising pins, and just all kinds of stuff, And the people coming in, that's what they were picking up. They didn't care about the products. They started coming to get all the freebies. And even the vendors even knew that. They said, well, yeah, all the freeloaders came in, so. And, so it was really different. I've never experienced anything like this. I've done not so well. And then normally I'll work on Saturday and Sunday, and then I'll have maybe 1, 2, 3 days, maybe a week worth of work when I get done. And so like I say, this is Sunday. I just got done, and now what I'm doing is I'm out in the parking lot having me a cigar and pouting but I made a boo-boo and I'm going to have to pay for it. So it's not a good thing. So now, but just that's what I wanted to make the video about, to let you know you don't always make money. And that's why when some people, it seems like they're making excess money, maybe you're not counting the learning that they had to pay for the learning, just like this. You think it's odd that I charge $200 for a treatment. Well, you don't consider children. I don't charge. Most of the time, elderly people I don't charge, and I don't charge people that are healthy. And the ones that aren't healthy are normally appreciative for what I find. And I let them know what they can do to fix it and stuff like that, changes they got to do in their life. That's why I'm saying my work changes people's lives. And but like I say, when it's people like this, they're not interested in their health. They're interested in the freebies. So it was a little different. And so I'm just going to have to pout. I'll pout all night tonight, and then I'll be heading back to the Tulsa area. I'm not even going to stay with my family on my way back. I'm going to go by, say hi, and then go on down the road. Maybe, hopefully, 24 hours from now, I'll be back in the Tulsa area. But anyway, I just thought I'd share that with you. We don't always do well. There's times we got to deal with the bad decisions that we've made. You deal with it however you're going to deal with it and put it behind you and move on. This is Mike, NoStressMike.com.